37 trillion tiny schools in our own body? What if I told you that every single inch of your body is made up of tiny units where the principal is always watching and the cafeteria never shuts? Yes, you heard me right. Now, how this happens? Let's have a look. So, this is a human body, and you can see that it is made up of these small, tiny units. Now, what are these tiny units? Can you guess? Yes, you are right. These tiny units are nothing but a cell. These are our cells. So we can say that this tiny school, each tiny school that builds your body is nothing but a cell. So ready to know more about what is happening inside our own school of life, inside our own cell? Then let's go full speed ahead. Okay, so today we will see how the nucleus works like a principal, runs the show like a principal, how the mitochondria cooks up energy, and why the cell membrane is the toughest security guard on this earth. Let's meet them one by one. To begin with, here comes the nucleus. Now, just as the principal of our school is the controlling authority of the school, similarly, the nucleus is the controlling center of a cell. So, what does this mean? This means that if the nucleus shuts down, then the whole school goes into chaos. Now, what does this nucleus do? It regulates your growth and all the other activities taking place in the cell. But a school needs power to run. Similarly, our cell also needs some power to run. And now comes in picture our mitochondria. This is our mitochondria, which is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. Why? Because the mitochondria takes raw ingredients, that means the food you eat, and burns them to create energy. Basically, the school's electricity. After the mitochondria, next comes the toughest security guard on our planet Earth. Do you know who he is? Yes, it is our cell membrane. Now, the term membrane means layer. The term membrane means layer. So, it is the toughest security guard on our planet Earth. Why so? Because it allows the good guys, that is the essential nutrients to come in and lets the entry of the bad ones not to take place. It restricts the entry of the bad ones, that is the viruses. So that is why we say, if you are a nutrient, come in. If you are a virus, then stay out. After the cell membrane comes the storage room, the storage house of your cell, and that is the vacuole. Now it seems like an empty looking space. If you see, this is a vacuole. It seems to be empty looking space from inside, but it is not. It stores essential materials and helps get rid of the waste. It also maintains the shape of the cell. After the vacuole, yes. Now, can you see this hallways? Can you see this picture? Yes. So, in this picture, you can see this hallway of the school. Okay. Or we also call it the corridor of the school, where you can see different rooms are located at different places. So, similarly, like the corridor of the school, in our cell, we have cytoplasm. In our cell, we have the cytoplasm, where all the components of the cell are located at different places. And what is this cytoplasm? The cytoplasm is a jelly-like fluid. It's a thick jelly-like fluid which contains all the other components, and it connects the rooms and keeps everything intact. Means if there is no cytoplasm, then all the components of the cell will just, crush into each other and can fall down. So that is why cytoplasm is very important. Next in line, okay, comes the plant annexure. Now, this is in a plant cell. If we talk about plant cell, it has got two important upgrades. Two important upgrades means there are two important extra rooms in a plant cell which an animal cell, that means we, do not have. Now, what are these two special facilities we should say which a plant cell has? First one is the cell wall. Now, it is actually, you can compare it to the outer fencing of your school. This is the outer fencing of your school, which is actually similarly the cell wall in a plant cell. While the membrane is the gate, the cell wall is the fortress. It provides rigidity and strength to the cell. Now, plants do not have bones like us, so the cell wall helps in maintaining to stand them tall without bones. It provides a kind of a structural framework to the plant. Okay. After the cell wall, next is your plastids. Now, plastids are also present only in a plant cell, and one of the plastid which we are going to discuss over here is the chloroplast. Now, what are chloroplasts? Chloroplast is a tiny rod-shaped structures. These are tiny rod-shaped structures containing chlorophyll in them. And what is their function? We all know they help in preparing food for the green plants. They perform photosynthesis. Okay. Next, after this, now let us quickly discuss, by keeping a plant cell and animal cell side by side, let us quickly see what all are the common organelles, what all are the common structures present in our plant cell and animal cell, and what are the different ones. So if we see, this is a plant cell has a nucleus and animal cell has a nucleus. So both of them have a nucleus. Next comes your cell membrane. So this is the cell membrane of the plant cell. This is the cell membrane of the animal cell. So both of them have a cell membrane. After the cell membrane comes your mitochondria. So a plant cell has a mitochondria and animal cell also has a mitochondria. So both of them have a mitochondria. There is one more structure. These are called ribosomes. They help in protein synthesis. This we are going to discuss about it in your grade 9. What are their functions? So ribosomes are also present in both plant cell and animal cell. Now let's have a look at a plant cell. Once there is a large central vacuole. So vacuole we just now talked about. So in a plant cell, this vacuole is bigger in size and it also provides shape to the plant cell. Whereas in an animal cell, these vacuoles are smaller in size and at times they are absent also. So this is a large central vacuole. Next is your chloroplast. So chloroplast is present only in a plant cell. And your cell wall. The cell wall is present only in a plant cell but absent in an animal cell. If we come to an animal cell, there is something called lysosomes. Lysosomes are also, we call them the suicidal bags. They also collect the waste from the cell. They are present only in an animal cell. These also we are going to discuss in your grade 9 when we are going to discuss the structure of cell in further detail. Okay, so I hope this is clear. How is a plant cell different from an animal cell? Let's move further. So by now, I hope you understand the complete layout of your school of life, your cell. If we just have a quick summary, if we just summarize it, this is your cell and this is your school. So if we compare the two, this is the nucleus. This is your nucleus and this is equivalent to your principal's office, the one who is in command, the controlling center of your school or of your cell. Next comes your mitochondria. These are your mitochondria. So these are the mitochondria, and they are comparable to the cafeteria of your school, or they are also the powerhouse of your cell, right? Next is your cell membrane, and the cell membrane is comparable to the security guard which is standing in the front gate of your school. After this comes the storage of the cell, and that is your vacuole. So I hope by now you are clear about the different structures and functions of the various components present in a cell. Very nice. Now, do you think all these cells present in a plant cell or animal cells are similar in shape and size for all plants and animals? Do you think so? No, you are right, they are not. So, how are they different in their shapes and sizes according to their functions in a plant cell or an animal cell? If you are looking forward to these answers, then stay tuned in the next part of the series. Till then, this is Dr. Nidhi signing off. And yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel if you like the content. Till then, let's meet after a short break. Bye-bye.